get on now. Because I was on the fence about it. Because, yeah, because I was. Yeah, this not going to work. I her being this way. Because it's going to be covering my eyes too much. I might need to sit there, come back. Let me see. I might switch it up. This is not gonna work. But I said I was gonna try this first. And if I don't like it, I'm gonna switch it and come back. Yeah. Hey y'all. Early in the morning, girl. What we doing up this early? What we doing up this early? I try to make sure I get it in if I is doing this. This is a part of my daily routine, so I've got to get it in, whether it's early or late. And later is not always guaranteed, so while you got time, like seriously. And that's even this in life. It's not always guaranteed. Time's not guaranteed. Pray that you have time. Um, hey, who out with me this early in the morning? It's mighty early, and then you gave me a like. Who is this? Oh Lord, uh, who is this? On my, well, maybe my thing is. I forgot the chat go slow sometimes. So they might have said something, I might not have seen it. The chat be going slow. Nothing. I'm like waiting. I thought they were gonna type something in the chat. Well, I don't know who's on watching me right now because it's one person. Um, I just been thinking today, and mm, do you feel that an older person is always wiser? They do, the saying is older but wiser. But what if you don't learn from your past mistakes and you keep repeating them? It, like, you're supposed to be older but wise because you done been through it and you should have learned something from it. But sometimes, hey, Dollar. So, do you believe in older but wiser? Because sometimes people don't learn from what they been through and they keep repeating the same thing. So, are you actually older but wiser? If you're not learning anything from that situation? Not always true. Exactly. It's not. Because if you're not learning nothing from that situation and you keep repeating it over and over and over again, because sometimes people can fall and bump their head and be like, okay, I know not to do that no more. But sometimes people keep bumping their head at the same spot, like from the same thing over and over again. Thinking about myself honestly. Yeah, because you learn from your past experience. But what about those that don't? Like, that's true. But you got some people that go and repeat the same thing. And you know this is gonna get you in trouble. Why go back and do it? I'm just saying, just for example, if this right here caused you all this trouble, why go back and do the same thing again? It got you in trouble the last time. You like, and then the same. I should have knew better. Yeah, sometimes it's literally, yeah, you should have known better because that happened. Like, you definitely should have knew better. Like no common sense, man, Miss Barbara. Because I promise, I I mean, granted, it's a lot of people that do learn from past situations and they share their past experience with people that are willing to listen. You know, hey, this I can tell you what I learned from this, and you can, you know, if you want to still go through with this, you can. But I'm just telling you, you might not want to go this route. But some people got to learn for themselves. Um, but some people never learn. You got people that spew out the they okay. It's older people that's teaching the youth bad things. You know, it is a lot of people that the older people that's teaching youth good things, but there are people that are teaching the youth bad things. I'm saying, oh, I mean, but it's my opinion what bad things is. Sometimes people don't see it as bad, but maybe in their eyes. But sometimes they know it's bad, and some people be like, "Don't be like me," and some people, I mean, uh, they know it's bad, and they still. Your kids soak that in. Kids learn from what you're doing. Like far as being a parent and everything, kids learn from you. They learn from you. They watching you and talk about don't do what I do. And you know it's wrong. And you know you should be doing better. Dang it, you the older one. Teach teach from their experiences, their hurt, their pain, without explaining that this is my experience. Take notes, but don't take my route. Sometimes if you see things, you grow up in their environment, you come see it. Now, some people do like, oh, this not right. I'm not gonna do that because I seen it and I see how they hurt the person. Da da da. But some people, it seems like that's the norm. Like if you come to see this, it become your norm, and it becomes okay. You know, in your mind. In your mind, this is okay. This is how I'm supposed to be treated. This is how I'm supposed to be treated. This is how this person's supposed to do me. Just saying, just for an example, um, cause I don't like try not to throw domestic violence in there. But even with domestic violence and being yelled at and talked down to, and your children may see that, and they seeing it, and they think it's okay for a person to be verbally abusive to you, to be physically abusive to you. I mean, like it's not, but they see you going through it or seeing you and accepting it, and they start to think that's the norm. That's not right. But some like it occurs though. It occurs. They see their parents going through it, and some people, you're older. You know it's not right. You know you shouldn't be taking this, and you're not realizing Well, you can be realizing the kids see you. Kids are learning from what you're doing, and and you not. It's like almost like you're not learning anything from your situation. This situation is constantly bringing harm into my life. I need to change what I'm doing. I need to take a different route. But maybe you learned it from your past. I don't know. I'm not the one to speak on certain situations. But kids watch you and they pick up and soak in what you present in front of them. And do you really want to teach your kid that it's okay to accept abuse? I'm just saying it's one of the things. It's like, and I don't know everything. Don't put me on the do not know everything. I don't. But you really, I mean, you gotta learn something from what you been through. You know it's not right. If you know it's not right, sometimes you gotta take a different route. People are afraid of change. Sometimes I think people decide to not do something they know they should do because they're afraid of the unknown or what's gonna happen next. Fear of the unknown stops like stifle a lot of people and they stay where they're at. So change is scary because you don't know. But in your situation, if it's looking so bleak and it's not working and it's constantly having the same results, you gotta change something. You have to change something, right? And you're getting older and you should be getting wiser. So somewhere it gotta click that maybe I should change this. But I mean, that's just what I was just thinking today. I haven't really thought everything through. I was just, hey, it's just a topic, just something I'm bringing up. I mean, like I said, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And like I said, anytime you talk about domestic violence or stuff like that, it's always a sensitive subject to a lot of people. So I try to steer clear of stuff like that. But I'm just saying, what you not what you're not changing is you're choosing. Yeah. What you're not changing, you're choosing. Miss Barbara, I agree. I agree because if you have an opportunity to change it, why not? Why not try to change your situation? Like, but it's fear. I think a lot of people, some people, it's fear of change, the fear of change, and afraid that this situation might be worse than the last, and or rocking that boat and making it worse. But if this is not working, sometimes you just gotta try another route. You do. But I guess it's easier said than done when you're in a situation. When you're in a situation, I can speak because I'm on the outside looking in. But when you're in that situation, it's easier said than done because it looked like a big mountain that you gotta climb. It's a huge obstacle, and sometimes it's bigger than what the person on the outside even sees. We see it as being so easy to, it's a simple change. To them, it might not be that simple change. So I understand that part, but that's the reason I said, is it always older but wiser? Because people that's older, that means they've been going through this same situation for years. They've been going through a situation like, a terrible situation for years. So do you actually give them that title of older but wiser? And the thing is, you could give. Is that sad again? You can lay all the information and the helps and everything in a person's lap, but you can't make them take it and use it. Mm-hmm. They you can give. I don't care how much you can want so much better for somebody, right? And you can want change for them. You can give them, hey, this'll help you, that'll help you, that. It's up to them to make that step to change their life because it is their life. You can't live somebody's life for them, no matter who they are to you. You can't live their life for them. They have to live their life for themselves and figure out what's right for them. No matter how much you want it for them. No matter how much. At a certain point when you become grown, you take responsibility for your own actions. So, I mean, you're not always older but wiser. Not always in my eyes. Sometimes you're not. I would hope that people learn from experiences because, baby, I done bumped my head a few times that I had to sit back and learn from my past experiences. Not saying that I know everything because, baby, I am still learning. And you're not too old to learn something new. You're not too old to learn something new. Some people act like they know everything. Sometimes you do not know everything. And baby, life is gonna teach you something new every day. I promise. I repeat it though. Never on that hand just say evening. And life is a whooping. Like baby, if you ain't never got a spanking when you was younger, man, life is its own whooping. Life be throwing hands. I ain't lying. Life got hands behind its back. Like, pop, pop. Like, I ain't lying. Left and right. Because life be lifing. Life be lifing. I was like, I didn't know this and that, man. Because life gon' life throw hands. They don't even, it's not no simple spanking. They, like, life be pop, pop, pop. But, so where we need to, man. It still throw hands at you though, Miss Barbie. Even getting the whooping at home, lifestyle still be throwing hands. You be like, hey, hey now, shoot. Hey, life still throw hands. I don't care. I don't care how much you think you gotta figure it out. Life has a way of humbling you. Baby, it will humble some of the proudest people. Baby. Woo. I promise. Yeah. The experiences like through life, I say life truly humbled me as I got older and learning different things and becoming less judgmental of others. I try not to be too judgmental on other people because, baby, it ain't like I'm squeaky clean or I know everything, right? So I really, so I wouldn't want some, some new. Man, if you can say what was one of the biggest things you learned in life, like since you've been an adult, what's one of the biggest things that you have learned? Like you say, one thing I've learned in life was this. What's one thing you can say in life that you learned? Like I said, I learned not to be as judgmental. Good life, baby, because you don't know why certain people end up in the situations that they do. I learned not to be judging others like that, right? Maybe listen, man. Change the game is let go of negative emotion. Woo! How to Glenn, you erase that. I didn't get a chance to. He said, "This is reject." I But Miss Barbara, you are exactly it. This is I've learned life. Then man, I learned how to let. Sometimes is how to love people, but sometimes love people from a distance, and you can still love them. Not allow selfish. Yeah, not allow self. Ooh, Glee. Ooh wee. Mm-hmm. Talk a good talk. I learned how to allow people to let people go. Allow and love them because you can still love a person and love them from a distance and don't feel guilty sometimes. Don't guilt yourself because some things can be so draining. And have you ever talked to somebody and it just drains you so much? And you went in and you was so happy talking to you. You was like, yeah, so and so, so and so. Kind of like Miss Barbara said with the negative emotion and stuff. You come in all positive and happy and like this, that, and the third. And then all of a sudden, every time you approach them, it's like it drains you. And it's so draining. And you feel like you're carrying their stuff and your stuff on your shoulders, and like at a certain point, you can still. It's okay. I think it's okay to just step away and pray for them and pray because how can you help anybody when you can't even help yourself because you don't have any any energy to even help yourself after that. Like you're like pray. Prayer is the answer to everything. Exactly. It is. It honestly is. And like even with that, I don't have all the right answers with that. But sometimes it can be so heavy carrying your own stuff and trying to carry somebody else's too. It's okay. Cause sometimes I feel as though I really want to help everybody. I've been through it's just you and me, kid. I've um I've been through a lot, and then I just I be wanting to help people, but at some points I feel drained, and life is looking so bleak for me sometimes, and sometimes I learn how to take time to myself to readjust myself and get myself together and still pray for them because it's so hard not to want to help somebody that you love, and sometimes you have to take time to get yourself together and pray for you and you pray for them. But sometimes you gotta get time to yourself because sometimes it can weigh heavy on your mental, and you're trying to figure out how you can help you and how you can help them, how you can just help everybody, or just like how can I help, and it's stressful. It causes you to put a lot of stress on yourself trying to carry everything for everybody else. And sometimes it's okay to step back, spend time with God, and pray for Him. Is you step and don't guilt yourself for having to step away for a moment. It doesn't mean you don't love them. I feel sometimes you have to step back and really get yourself together before you can, because it's hard, it's heavy. Some things can be so heavy, and you already got your stuff that you're carrying. You trying to make the best out of life, and you trying to be happy in your moment, trying to be happy, and then it's depressing when you can't help somebody. That's my biggest thing is like I can't help them more to help others. Exactly. Sometimes you have to step back and pray. And actually, watching other people, like, you can try to help them, but are they trying to help themselves? Why are you trying to help somebody? Are they trying to help themselves too? Are you the, like I said, you can lay everything in a person's lap, right? You can give a person everything. And they still not try to use it, but you're still providing whatever they need, but they're not trying to help themselves. And you want to help so bad, but they gotta want to try to help themselves too. And anybody that love you don't want to take you down through there with, like, a lot of people. I don't want to hurt the people I love and the people that's around me. Okay, then you care about yourself. Falls flat, right, Miss Barbara? I oh my gosh. I wouldn't want nobody to hurt behind me. Like, I love you so much. I want to see you happy. I want to see you prosper. I want to see you. I don't want to see, you know how they say misery loves company. I don't want to see you miserable because I'm miserable. If I'm sad, I don't want you to be sad with me. I want you to be all right. I want you to be okay. I want us both to be down here. Like, but some people not like that. Some people not like that because they're sad. They want everybody else around them to be sad too. Like, when you truly love somebody, do you want them to be down because you down? Do you want them to be sad because you sad? I don't want you to be unhappy. I don't want you to live a not prosperous life. Don't want you to be, I want good for you. I want good for you and I want you to be happy. Even in my saddest moments, and I still don't want you to be sad too. Like, but some people are not like that. And sometimes I find it hard to understand, and I'm trying to still figure things out. And like I said, I don't have many friends, and I don't deal with a whole lot of people. But that's because of past hurt and being learning how to be a little bit more guarded. Because like I said, I do not have everything figured out, and I might not be saying everything perfectly. It's just speaking from my opinion. My opinion from stuff that I've learned. I don't have all the answers. But I didn't mean to bring such a understand that we are all on our paths in our spiritual journeys. Some are stuck on the wheel of karma. Oh, Miss Barbara, that is the statement. Stuck on the wheel of karma. Wow. 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 Mm. Mm. Okay. Wow. I couldn't even say nothing behind it, but wow. So, eh, man, they do say you get bad what you do, and wow. Dang. And to get out there, I know I brought such a heavy subject because most of the time a lot of stuff I talk about is light and fun, but it was just something I was wondering. And you know how you could start on a journey, like two people can start on the same path at the same time, but end up in two different locations. But it's okay. Sometimes, like I feel like God maps out your life for you, you know, and sometimes he takes you somewhere differently than the friend or whoever you started on this journey with. He has something specifically for you to do and for them to do. Sometimes, you part ways and then you meet back up later, and sometimes, it might be, the end of y'all journey together. But y'all started off, you know how we leave school, we all graduate school, and we start off in life, but and you can go to the same whatever after after high school, y'all can go to the same college, senior school, whatever y'all doing, working, whatever. But y'all life still gonna end up in different places, because God got your path already set up for you. Like, and it might not be the same as someone else's. Yeah, so just because I go right and you go left, it doesn't mean that neither one of us is taking a bad path. It's just our paths are set off on different courses. Like, it's okay. It's okay that, I didn't make the same decision that you made because that was not my life's journey. You know, we are different people, and it's okay for us not to be on the same path. Like in school, they give you, do you want the technical path or the wait a minute, I'm sorry, I'm messing this up. But they give you two different paths you can take, and you decide which one you want to take. I mean, and it's like even in life, there's different paths you take, and eventually you figure out what gives you peace, and hmm. Okay, you could have a job where I just say you're at this job and you're unhappy, but somebody else sees it as we're making this money, we good. I don't see why you would want to leave. It might not be the right thing for you. And it's not nothing wrong with it being right for them. Sometimes things just don't be right for you anymore. Sometimes God be ready to change your course. He be ready to take you on another journey. He got other things for you to do and to experience. And maybe it's meant for them to be right there at that moment. This is where their path is, and your path is somewhere else. God is taking you somewhere else. Yeah. Some things just, you know, and people try to make other people feel bad about things that they decide to do with their life. My life is not your life. My life is different than yours. You know, it don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. God got your stuff specifically set up for you. It's okay. We are different people. We are different people, and it's okay. That's the reason I say I never try to tell nobody how to live their life. I don't have all the answers. I can't tell you how to live your life. I can't tell you how to, what's right for you. Only God knows that. And I'm and I'm not God. You wouldn't believe what I've been through. Mm-mm-mm. But you learn something through experiences. Like I said, I went through stuff, right? But the way I look at my experiences is I learned something from each and everything that I've been through. And life humbled me to be able to talk to others and be able to understand where they're coming from in a lot of ways and not to be as judgmental. Because had I not went through what I went through, I would have been arrogant, wouldn't have been understanding and everything. Life humbled me, and I started to be able to understand why certain people end up at the roads that they end up at because of life. And you can't judge folks because you never know their whole story for a reason. But now I'll stay for longer than the season. Ooh. It took years. Yep. Well, no. Okay, walking tall. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Thank you for coming through and thank you for sharing and talking and everything. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, sometimes it takes time, Glenn. You learn over time. Yes. So I'm grateful for my experiences. This reason, when I talk about stuff, people ask me, "Would you change anything in your life? Like, if you could go back in time, would you change anything?" No, nope. Not one thing I would change. I ain't lying. For me, and I can't say for nobody else. For me, no, cause those bumps and bruises help make me me. Like, had I not experienced the stuff that I went through, trust me, I wouldn't be who I am now. And in me, who I am, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Even at my age, I'm still learning, y'all. And it's great. It's wonderful meeting new people, talking to people, just experiencing life, understanding things that make me happy, things, and then you grow and you change. And sometimes you gotta be open for change. Like it's, man, it's amazing for me too. At times things have been rough for me too. Yeah, girl, yes, honey. But it's okay. It's okay. You still here. And You're so relatable. You're so open. You're so kind. You're so humble, and like even like talking like every time you come into the chat, you always have something positive to express, or like you just I don't know. You seem really like nice. I don't know, and it's just from my opinion of talking to you the last few times and everything. I enjoy talking to you. Uh, enjoy talking to you too, Glenn. Learning about y'all and how y'all view things and everything, it helps, it's getting different perspectives on life, because we can all be standing at the same place but seeing different things. We all standing in the same spot, but everybody seeing something different. So he's seeing light through what y'all see. It's really cool, and y'all allowing me to get a peek into what you're seeing. So I appreciate it. Like I said, I don't know everything. Thank you, Miss Barb. But I try not to be too heavy on the subjects. To like, I try to be lighthearted and fun and everything. It's just certain things cross my mind. That crossed my mind today. That really crossed my mind. Like, is it always older but wise? Because you read most of the time, a lot of times people tell you stuff, like older people be trying to tell you stuff, and you really be wanting to listen to them. But sometimes you got to decide, like, is this really good information, or is this something I should use, or should I not? I hate you saying this, but that's not. Yeah, no. mm. You gotta have mama. All right. Well, I appreciate the information that you shared. Like, uh. Cause you said me, I should like certain stuff is in your head like, nah, I ain't doing that one. I mean, just cause they did, I'm not finna do that. That's not okay. That's not okay. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna sit. Thank you, Glenn. Oh, I'm gonna let that information just sit where it sit. Ain't gonna put that one into use. Girl. What's the craziest thing that somebody told you? Like what was a piece of information, and it's probably hard to remember, a piece of information that somebody told you that you said, yeah, no, I hear you, but no, I'm not gonna use it. Mm-mm. Do y'all have anything that you like? I ain't gonna. Mm-mm. Oh, gotta have to get. Roll the dicks out, girl. uh, how to keep a man. First of all, what I learned, ain't nobody trying to be kept, and don't nothing keep somebody if they don't want to be kept. Okay, first of all, let's start that off. If they don't want to be there, they're gonna be going anyway. And you should want somebody that wants to be with you, and not everybody is the same. Like, I don't know. This is how you keep a man. Like, no, like instead of you telling me things to better me, bettering myself, and da da da, how to keep a man. It's crazy. Sometimes you gotta say no thanks, baby. What you said? How to keep a man, right? People don't be kept unless they wanna be kept. People don't stay unless they really wanna stay. I ain't gonna go. When you go the extra mile for somebody that ain't going the extra mile for you, you making yourself unhappy and suffering through this relationship, right? Have you ever tried so hard for somebody but they weren't trying at all for you? Have you ever put so much effort into a relationship but they wouldn't even putting any in for you? Like, uh, you make yourself unhappy. It's draining. It's draining. If I put an effort in, I want to see somebody putting that effort in for me too. We trying together, cause a relationship can't just be one sided. It cannot be one sided. We gotta work together to make this thing work. And like I said, I ain't got it all figured out because I ain't with nobody right now. But I know what I don't want, and it's just for me, just for me. I know what I don't want. I don't want to be having to try so hard for you and you don't try for me. I realize that. I don't want to keep trying for somebody that ain't trying for me too. Like, we gonna if we decided to be together, both of us should be trying. Both of us should be trying to make this work. Both of us should make time for each other. Both of us, it shouldn't just be one sided. I gotta cater to you all the time, and you never try to do anything for me. If I'm the only one that's trying in this relationship, our relationship ain't gonna make it very far. Like, and that's just for me. That's just for me. I don't want that. And I can't say what nobody else wants. And I can't say what's right for you. But I can honestly say, I don't want to keep putting all the effort in and you not trying. I don't want to beg. I don't want to talk you into stuff. I don't want to. No. I want to have to. Well, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna buy this and I'm gonna do this and then they still ungrateful. They don't. Why would you get me this? You this and that. Like instead of going, oh, thank you. You putting all the effort in. You been spent. You might have came home from work and you didn't even go to sleep and you got up to cook them something and did went the extra mile and they like I don't want none of this. I'm gonna go out and get me something to eat and you put all the effort in. All the effort and you could have been asleep but you were thinking about them and you wanted them to be happy. I'm gonna surprise them with this and they literally act like it was nothing. Act like it was nothing. You like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What? Do you actually want that? Don't let people take advantage. Ooh. Cause they will. Some people will. Some people will, and it causes you to put your guard up with other people. So yeah, I am a bit more guarded now than I probably would have been in the past because of past experiences. Because like being so kind and giving and everything else, it makes you want to put your guard up a bit more because people would definitely take advantage. Like you think just because you're not, a lot of people will, yeah. Just because you nice to somebody, they gonna be nice back to you. That's not always the case. Just because you're good to somebody, meaning they gonna be good back to you. That's not always the case. Baby, people, you could have gave a person your last, and they could have so much, and you could be in your time of need, and they'll step right over you, and like you're nothing. Like, oh, well, I'm sorry that that's going on with you. You like, but I would have gave you the shirt off my back, and and like I'm nothing. Like for real, I'm down, girl. Like, oh my god, I'm darn near getting emotional because that's just it's sad. You and being kind to people and they do you like that. It up to me. thinking about the past and stuff like that, sometimes you get emotional about stuff that you done actually been through and experienced, and it said it makes you have to put up your guard with other people. Sometimes you can be naive, yeah, because you want to believe the best. You want to see the best. You want to believe that people do care and people can be genuine. But baby, when I say it is a teacher, life is a teacher, and not everybody cares about you like you care about them. And sometimes you got to know when to get yourself out of certain situations and know when somebody's taking advantage of you. Quit being naive. Mm. You be a little bit more guarded, but you gotta know when. Okay, this ain't even. It's nothing wrong with being nice, but you got this not even. And actions speak louder than words, because people can talk a good talk all day. People can talk, baby. You can meet ones that can talk your mind, talk your shoes off your feet. Like they can, they talk that good talk, and then you realize that their actions ain't lining up with their words. Their action ain't lining up. Like you keep talking all this talk, but I'm watching your actions, and your actions is not lining up with your words, baby. I'm sure that actions means way more than that talk. So your actions speaks louder than your words, and sometimes you gotta watch. And sometimes it takes a minute to learn when people are just full of it. Some people are definitely just full of it, and you gotta watch and realize, yeah, they just full of it. I get, and then you gotta okay if I'm not a vengeful person like that. Look at me. I'm not a vengeful person, so a lot of times I just like okay, I take that L. I went through it. It's okay. I ain't mad at nobody, but I'm removing myself from that situation because I'm just not the type that want to seek revenge on anybody because, hey, I learned something from that situation too. If from every situation, good or bad, you learn something, right? So I learned something from that. It was something I had to go through to learn something from. So I don't count it as a bad thing. But you gotta know when to get yourself out of certain situations. Because you gotta know when people are not going some are not gonna change. Not while you there. Not while you still sitting there and taking it. Now while you still sitting there taking it and everything. So sometimes you gotta get yourself out of those situations. And not you. It's it's still not you. And sometimes they don't even realize it. I can honestly say sometimes people don't realize what they do. Sometimes it takes time as its own teacher. Sometimes people can look back and be like, that person really did care about me. It took me to go through this and that to learn this person really did care for me. Dang, I wonder why I didn't see it then. Because a lot of times when things are right in front of you, some things and they're given so freely, you you tend to take it for granted. And sometimes when it's removed, you like, okay, okay, yeah, this person really cared for me. This person, wow, I understand more now. And sometimes it's just some people do it intentionally, and sometimes it don't be intentional. They just don't realize it, that what they're doing. And sometimes you have to remove yourself from that situation for them to honestly see everything clear. And hopefully, and some people never do. some some people never freaking do. And you take what you learned from your situation and you keep pushing forward. Don't even I say don't feel yourself with hate in your heart or anything. Just like take something and learn from that situation. You learned something. And I feel like Al Green for the good times. Hey, because it couldn't have always all been bad. Because at one point, it was something had to be good for the good times. It's cool, and I ain't even mad at you. But that's just my perspective, and that's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm not down for this. Like being, I'm not spiteful. I'm not vengeful. I'm not hateful. So a lot of times it is what it is. I learned something from it and keep pushing forward. Take it for what it was. And you know, I'm okay. I can take a L and keep pushing. Some people don't want to take them L's and do drastic things. Like I can take a L. I took that L and took it to the chin and keep pushing forward. I ain't finna do nothing but keep moving on with my life. And I'm not just talking just relationships. It could be friendships too. It definitely could be friendships too. Because friendships can take you down through there too. And not just talking about being with somebody. But I'm sorry, y'all. Like I said, I normally don't have such a heavy subject and everything. It's just like today I was thinking. I know some people live dollar live one of leaving because I know I mow and all that. I guess because maybe it was such a heavy subject, but it was just something in me today. It was something that I thought about today. Something that came across my mind. Like I said, I am one that love to have fun and love to laugh and everything, but sometimes serious things do cross my mind. But like I said, I'm not here to spew out hate or negativity or anything like that. It's like still you can take it in a positive manner, you know. Check stop. Shit ain't moved in a minute. Uh, I definitely appreciate y'all for chilling with me today. I definitely appreciate the conversation. Definitely appreciate the opinions and the input. Um, to see how y'all look at things, to see how y'all view things. Like I said, it's always a learning experience for me. So I appreciate y'all for sharing all this with me and to even come chill with me early, because it is early. Let me see what time it is. It is 6:59 in the morning for me and 6:59 a.m. And I appreciate y'all making time to come chill with me early this morning. Next time I come on, appreciate you, Cheryl. I just need to hear it. I hope if it did touch somebody, I hope it touched in a positive way. And Miss Byra, thank you for sharing. Cause like I said, like the wheel of karma, I didn't even think of that. Maybe like, mm, I appreciate y'all. I truly do. Man. So I'm gonna take a break and get my face all cleared up. Look, I started getting teary eyed, and now my face all Oh, thank you, Miss Barbara. I got all teary out my face and got all red and stuff because, yeah. I'm gonna go clean my face up and get myself together. And I might be back on a little bit later if y'all still up, if you still on Miss Barbara, if you still on Glenn. I don't know who else might have been on with us. Hugs to you. See you later, Glenn. See you later, Miss Barbara. I love talking to y'all. And walking tall. Well, I think he left earlier, but anybody else that might have been on with us, appreciate it. Much love, y'all. I see. I'm gonna catch y'all a little later on. Peace out, y'all.